That is the last piece of the previous bridge that was connecting Gothenburg with the other side. The island of called Hisingen. This is also one of those places that I've never been, even though I've been living in Gothenburg for this long. This is like a 360 view as well. Toppen av Nordstan. Remember that. Downside when you're getting too high up in different buildings is that you have stängsel, va? Guard fence. But someone has been thinking here because we found a skottglugg, va? Ha! I'm gonna take a little bit of a slow start today and watch some YouTube videos to get some inspiration. One of the best things about this time of year is that the sun is shining through. I cannot get enough of sunlight. It just revitalizes your soul.
Men vad ska jag sitta i den då?
Nej, jag har en stol.
Ja, okej.
En stol här. Så. Här kan du sitta.
Okay.
Kom. Sitter du bra där eller?
Yes. Det var bara 2 frågor så det lät Har du raderat den?
Nej.
Men det är besvärligt, vet du.
Ja, men jag måste bara komma på hur.
Ska du ha fram frågorna då eller?
Ja, det är ju det, va? Här vet du.
Jaså, jaha.
Nu hittar jag.
Okay.
A bit of googling. Welcome to the Q&A with my dad. What was Peter as a child like?
Oh, he lived in the fantasy world.
How can you be so wise?
It's a good question. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm wise.
Bourbon, coffee, or beer? If you can only choose one.
Beer.
Beer. When are you starting a YouTube channel?
That's also a very good question. I could start a YouTube channel, but I will not redigera, edit it myself. And I have asked this fellow here, but he will not.
What is your actual trade, work of trade?
I have machines, so it's not computer, it's only manual machines, and it's a form of standby machines. I'm repairing.
You're a metal worker.
Yes.
Did you ever encourage me to do cinematography for a living?
No.
How's your day going? Yeah.
Oh, it's going okay.
How difficult was it to deal with Peter as a teenager?
Do I have several hours or?
How do you feel about pineapple on pizza?
It's not my kind of tea.
Gothenburg or Stockholm?
Gothenburg.
You are awesome. And secondly, where does all the wise words come from?
Where do they come from? As I said, some words may be taken out from the air. Some words is surprised myself.
What was your thoughts about Peter starting with YouTube?
I used to think like this. When your child is going to growing up, let them go their own way.
I'm gonna say when you're an adult, that was his way of thinking. When I was a child, that was not the same.
No.
When I went over to become a teenager, that was kind of the hardest time. And then as I moved like to my own apartment, then we started get more like on a leveled base.
Yes.
With our relationship.
We have had some fights.
Yes.
My father was in the same business as I. and he was nearly forced me to do the same. For Peter and Linnea, they have walked their own way. It's the better way.
Never force your child to do what you think they should be doing. How does it feel to be awesomely cool?
It feels very good. I've been like that all my life.
And the last question, which is your favorite Nerf gun?
It's the one who is just spreading balls over the floor.
Talking about Nerf guns, I think it's time for today's shot at the high score.
I am going to go for the good old classic.
Där ja.
Sen
också!
Det blir han undviker ju
70.
hela tiden.
70. Good game.
Yes.
Ja, men det är kalldraget.